This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
The Wild play their home games at Grand Casino Arena. That's where you can see the legendary actor and comedian Adam Sandler. He's set to take over St. Paul this Wednesday. And the Power Trip Morning Show has your last shot at winning your way in. That's this Wednesday.
Like the day after tomorrow.
That is the day after tomorrow. Tomorrow it'll be tomorrow.
Wow, man. Time's flying, Zacho Directo.
And Thursday it'll be yesterday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
Well, you just blew my mind there, bro.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can be caller number 11.
I can?
You can. You're ineligible. You're an employee here,
You're
right?
what?
You know.
Ineligible.
Whatever.
Caller 11.
Illegible?
To win your pair of tickets. 1-800-320-5326. 1-800-320-5326. And keep listening each day through Hump Day for your chance to win your way in every hour of the Power Trip. Wow.
I don't know why every day can be Hump Day, right, Mus?
Oh, I love Adam Sandler, by the way.
That's not what I said.
Now I know. I'm going back to the read here. I'm going to the vibe.
You do.
Hump Day, yeah.
You kind of lost me there.
But if you're okay,
Are you
yeah.
okay?
But it's solo Hump Day every day, right?
Hey, listen, you got to take care of business. If
Right,
you're going to get some sleep, you got to take care of business, right?
Yeah.
I
Take
even
care of
like
business.
Adam Sandler in Hubie Halloween.
Well, come on.
Nobody's seen that.
No, Hawk loves it. Hubie Halloween.
It's a very good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Hubie Halloween. Remember with all the people that are in it? It's like a full cast. You loved that movie. You came on the air and said you loved it.
I do remember thinking it was great, but I don't remember the plot. That's not the Halloween one. Or the,
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry, it's not the cartoon one, right?
Oh, no.
Which one's that?
That is at Transylvania?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that is
That's
good.
a good one.
Yeah, they got a couple of those.
That's
Those
a
are
good
pretty
one. Yeah, I like those shows. Those are cartoons.
Was that one of his Netflix releases that he's
Has
doing
to.
just as an obligation?
Yeah, I have 40 movies.
I like the one where he plays his own sister. Now that's
Jack
a good
and Jill.
one. That's the one.
Yeah, you
That's
love
You're my
that movie.
sister. You're my sister.
Paul.
that one. That's a good one.
Paul, your hand is
Yeah, Paul,
up.
go ahead.
Jill and Jack and Jill. Woodhawk.
I mean, she looks just like Adam Sandler. So yes, I mean, 100%. I mean, like
He
wow.
loves a gal with an Adam's apple.
Yeah, don't you think?
Oh.
Can't you see, like Tommy wanting to do a movie like that just so he
yeah.
can dress up like a lady?
Oh, yeah. He like,
Like a lady.
She's a lady. Hey, what are you doing in this scene?
sex. All right, Tommy.
This is Outfire.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like it.
Oh, clever girl. Ben.
Yeah.
Ivan Pace, was he benched? Is that not the right way to say it? Or is it? I don't know.
No,
he did not.
I mean, I think that we can deal in reality here. It looks like he got benched.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, I thought maybe it was an injury, but he played special teams.
Yeah, he
The
was
entire
a
game.
full participant on special teams, and I don't think he logged one defensive snap.
I think it's 0. You are correct.
Do you think that a possibility is the fact that Wilson is better in coverage and that the Eagles, Goddard was, the second most targeted receiver for the Eagles going into that game, and that they decided, okay, we got to have some speed. We got to be, because he's not that great in coverage.
No, but I also think that, listen, if they didn't have one of the best running backs in the league and they had an inferior running game and all we worried about was the passing game, then I would say, okay, this makes sense. You know, they're in 11 personnel, 10 personnel the whole time, and you know we're going to be a nickel and dime throughout the whole game. Believe me, because I've been there. They're like, did Lieber play today? I'm like, no, guys, it was 10 personnel the whole game. I'm not involved in that. But I think in this situation where they surprisingly to me, even with Calcaterra out, they went 12 personnel. They tried to do some of the things that have hit us in the run game that you saw from previous games, and that is 1,000% base personnel. That is 3 linebackers on the field. That is base personnel, and they used Metellus as that extra linebacker in the box and not Ivan Pace.
And that's a little glaring, maybe. And then they did a lot of jumbo too, the Eagles, and it didn't help their run game. Actually,
No, I mean,
it helped their passing game more so when they brought in a tackle eligible.
Right.
There was a lot all game.
Yeah, they did go heavy a bunch of times, and I mean the thing is, like, we focused on some of the negatives in this game. But our run defense going against a hugely challenging running back and running offense, we bowed up. I mean, you want to talk about our defense, bowing your necks up and playing physical football and trying to win the line of scrimmage. Like, we won that battle.
Yeah.
We just didn't win the battle when it came to getting the quarterback on the ground and affecting his throws down the field.
First quarter, he had 25 yards.
He had 44.
44 at the end.
Yeah.
Mr. Ben Gessling posited that perhaps it was all the missed tackles through the first 5 games of the season that got Ivan Pace benched.
Oh, I think did he not lead the league in missed tackles?
Something like that, yeah.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Well, for sure. I mean, whenever you put yourself in a position to make a tackle at or around the line of scrimmage and you miss, and then it goes for a big chunk run, I mean, you can only have that happen a few times before the coach is like, we got to figure this out.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, he's good at going downhill. He's, I think, a really solid blitzer. He is like the Temu version of Jeremiah Trotter. He can run the A gaps and B gaps, but outside of that, it's like he's a liability in the pass game. And when you're showing that the thing that you're really good at, that you're not really good at it right now, then you got to take a seat and sort of reevaluate.
Not to open any exposed wounds, but did you ever get benched for missing tackles?
No, but I got benched because of Sean Merriman.
Yeah, right.
I got benched because he was a better player than me and better at that particular position in a 3-4 defense. I mean, I was more of a 4-3 linebacker trying to play outside rusher. It's like, if I'm on the team and B-Flow comes in and they bring in Van Ginkel and Grenard and I'm trying to hold on for dear life, like that's what it was like. It's like, I'm not built to be, I'm not skilled enough off the edge to be a consistent, pressure guy. And then Grenard comes in and he's like fluid and agile and he's relentless and has all these pass rush moves. And I'm like, I'm just try hard guy out here.
Why do you talk like that on the football field?
I'm just like, put it in the scouting report, white try hard guy.
Have a seat, Rudy.
Yeah, have a seat, Rudy. Put me in, coach. I can do it.
Buddy.
Okay, there you go. More on the Vikings momentarily, guys.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the 2026 IIHF World Junior Championship.
Tell me about it, Zacho.
It's coming up. It is the best hockey tournament in the world. You're going to want to be there for it. World Juniors, MN26.com for tickets at Grand Casino Arena and 3M Arena at Mariucci.
Yeah.
Are you calling games?
No, he's Zach Halverson.
No. Brilliant.
We'll see.
He's not calling games.
Thank you. Thanks, sir. Let's see. Fallen leaves are giving Minnesota rivers a root beer-like tint. If you're wondering what's going on with the water out there, the tannins within those autumn leaves and decomposing plants are causing the water to go a little brown on you. Parks such as Gooseberry Falls, Cascade River, and the Chattahoochee, which I don't know where that's at, but I need to know.
It's up north, yeah.
I need to be on the Chattahoochee. Way up yonder on the Chattahoochee?
On the lake that they call Chattahoochee.
That's it.
Great song. God, that song wails.
Are experiencing this
Gets hotter
phenomenon.
than a hoochie coochie.
I know what a
Mike
hoochie
song,
is,
hey.
and I know what a coochie is. What is a hoochie coochie? And where do I get 5 of them? 5. I'm greedy, bitch.
I think Best Buy.
4 not enough. I need 5.
I think you need that truck again.
Falling leaves and needles from trees such as oaks and maples and tamarack also contribute to the tannin levels in the water. I believe that's just tannin. I added an extra word there. The rivers then pick up the colors similar to when hot water turns brown after brewing in loose tea leaves. So it's like it's brewing tea.
Oh.
So if you're wondering why the water's brown, I noticed that, by the way, a couple of times this weekend. What a beautiful time of year.
You thought it was somebody else upriver?
Yeah, I thought maybe they were just... I'm always on the lookout for dead bodies. You know what I mean? I can't help it.
You only find those on the road.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
If you see Hawk driving by you, be careful.
Yeah, be careful. I'm bad luck.
Oh.
Anyway, there you go.
That's sad.
That's what's happening there. Let's see what else is going on. Hey, here's some good news from terrible news. An Annunciation shooting victim is returning to school. Lydia Kaiser, a 12-year-old girl we've all been rooting for, suffered a brain injury in the attack, said she's doing okay, enjoying her time back at school. So good for her.
Great news.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you have a spectacular day.
Yep.
And I would guess all the kids are returning to school today from MEA, right? Today's
Yes.
the day, so
Yeah.
watch out for those school buses, please. Everybody be cool.
Yeah, everybody be cool.
An eerie doll display is available to the public in a museum in Rochester, Minnesota. The Creepy Dolls collection can be seen at the History Center in Olmsted County. The attraction consists of more than 140 dolls, with some surrounded by gravestones.
No,
Do
thank you.
people pay
Yeah, no
money
thanks.
to go and see
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
You already just say doll. You don't even have to say
I know.
creepy doll.
Let me tell you guys something that happened that Corey will never admit to. You know what I'm about to say, don't you?
I do, yeah.
So we had this guy, and he was a ghost hunter guy.
Yeah.
Not the MILF hunter. They didn't have him in. Hawk called him. He wouldn't come in.
We did a personal interview, and this guy and Corey were going back and forth because Corey, he don't believe in nothing,
Right.
right?
Wow.
That's a double negative. Begin my point.
He's a nihilist.
Yeah. And the guy said, "Here's the deal. I got this haunted doll," and Corey's like, "That doll ain't haunted." And the guy's like, "Oh yeah? Well, why don't you put it in your trunk and drive around with it for a week?" And Corey wouldn't do it.
Yeah. He said, "I'm not driving around with somebody else's dolls."
Yeah, but we were all like, "You're a giant."
Yeah, deep down, you actually believe.
Yeah,
Right.
Moss was just talking about it. It's contaminating the river.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And Corey wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. And we were like, "Well, if you're not afraid, why don't you do it?" He wouldn't do it. He said he thought it was dumb to drive around with it. I said, "Well, I think you're just being scaredy cat."
I think
Yeah.
he's being scared of cats.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
because
Was it an actual doll or an inflatable one?
both.
No.
So that way he could
No.
drive in the HOV lane?
Great
Hawk
point.
would have yelled, "I volunteer," if it
Great
was a
point.
blow-up doll.
But I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it was. There's no O face. I think on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, you put me in a room with a bunch of dolls during the day, everything's cool.
Yeah.
When the sun goes down, I'm not going in that room.
No, I'm out.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, hell no.
way.
But I think
No.
as Tenna once said, why don't they haunt like Ninja Turtle dolls
Right.
or
Right.
right? Why is it always creepy
Right.
porcelain dolls?
That's a good question. You have to ask the ghosts. I ain't got an answer.
I don't know.
I know.
The point is, I ain't going down to that museum. I don't need to see
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
I understand why people get their jollies like with creepy haunted stuff, but that ain't me.
Yeah.
But if I'm a ghost worth my weight, I'm not doing the like fun dolls. I'm definitely going to go and find a really creepy one that I'll actually inhabit.
You're gonna
And-
find the one like the neighbor from Toy Story would
Yeah.
create,
Right,
You
yes.
know, like
Yeah.
the Franken dolls.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Maybe a
Must-
Chucky doll.
Please
No.
don't haunt me, Mus.
Yeah,
They
please
have
don't.
I have hard enough time.
Yeah,
with
don't do
things.
that.
All right, Hog, you're off the list.
Thanks, bud.
The rest of you?
we went
I miss you, but I don't want to see you anymore.
What did I
when
do
you're dead.
wrong?
Yeah,
You don't want to I mean, maybe you do want to see what Maxo's doing.
yeah, no, trust me. Yeah.
Just come hang out with me for a while. You're not going to want to haunt me.
Yeah.
Why is this haunted doll so high?
Yeah.
We went costume.
My ghosts are going to have to see haunted psychiatrists after they watch me for a while.
Why does he keep watching the same video?
Once they go see where I live, my apartment building,
Yeah.
they go realize they haunted.
They ain't going to that neighborhood.
I'm haunting you.
I dropped Max off last night. We saw some kind of Frankenstein walking across the street.
We thought it was Rosie for
we
a
thought,
second.
I go, Rosie, where'd your suit go?
After a
it
week
was a
with
great laugh.
After a week with Hawk, the spirit just goes down and hangs out in the Beetlejuice waiting room. Like, who me? Sitting next to the guy with the shrunken head. Like, this is way better. I'm hanging out with that guy.
You're too weird, buddy.
So true, so true.
We went costume shopping for Louis last week. They have.
What'd you guys decide on?
Well,
I can't wait
we
to
don't
see it
know
on
yet.
Friday.
Well,
Well, a week from
6
Friday.
o'clock. You're our first stop, Ben.
Yes.
You're our first stop. Yay! They have Chucky costumes for kids.
Yeah.
That's a little much.
Yeah, it seems
Have you seen the Chucky thing for the dogs?
That's adorable.
When it runs
where
and the knife-
it's got
and the knife just
Yeah,
goes-
it's so good. Yeah,
Laugh so hard.
It's so good.
That's so great.
Yeah, because you get it to chase and it looks
Yeah,
like
it's
the best.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, but for
Brilliant.
kids, nah. Chucky's too scary.
You are scared.
Yeah,
I'm
your
scared of
little
it.
guy. Your little guy's an angel. He's
Yeah,
not a
Angel.
murderer.
I think you should dress your little guy up as one of the Chicago Bears guys. You know, the Bears.
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
The stash and the whole works.
My wife saw you can get it's like a Beanie Baby costume where it's
Yeah.
got the tag.
Yeah.
But then they're warm. Although we're going to drive. It's not like we're going to walk. We're going to go to Ben's house, Scott Taylor's house, and her friend's house, and then we're going home.
Oh, you're not going to do the wagon thing
No, we got
in the neighborhood?
No, we got 3 stops. No.
Man,
No, you're going to have to, in
gotta
both
take Lionel
my neighborhood
out.
and Scott's neighborhood, you're going to have to walk around.
Come on.
Yeah, a few
Well, I'll
doors.
park in your driveway and then
You
we'll
can?
walk around. Yeah.
You can?
But yeah, Lionel will be great.
It'd be great.
What's Allie going for his Halloween hawk? It's Abby. I knew that.
Oh, yeah, you knew
it's
that.
Abby.
You knew that.
I knew
Yeah, you knew that. Yeah. I don't even. I mean, she's 23. I probably don't want to know
When's
what
your When's your eye surgery?
Yeah,
cataracts.
she could just say a devil, and then
Yeah.
you just
Yep.
leave it at that.
That's enough. Yeah, thank you.
know-
Appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. All right, here's the deal. It's Power Trip Morning Show. We come back. We'll get right back into it because I know you want to know more about the Vikings and how we're going to win on Thursday night. Because the team we're playing got the crap kicked out of them yesterday in the Chargers. And there's so much to get to. It's Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.
Hey, Rubes. This football season, Bell Bank is giving one KFAN listener each week $1,000 to pay it forward to a charity of their choice. Just head over to KFAN.com, make the keyword contest to learn more and enter today. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest.
I'm not going to lie to you. I feel better about myself now. Because I've never done that.
Yeah.
Not even
I
one
haven't
time.
either. You know what? I'm not so bad.
Yeah, not as bad either.
Right.
We were just talking about something that one of our coworkers has done 10 times that I've never done
10
once.
plus times.
I guess I'm not a horny monster.
Yeah, you're not.
Can I guess who? Is it Tommy?
No, I'm not going to answer the question.
No. You don't want to guess. You don't want to know.
Oh,
Correct.
it wasn't me, right?
No.
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 Thanks, Shaggy.
No.
Well played.
No. Hey, welcome back. It's Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. Lots going on now in the world of football and elsewhere. And I do believe it's Zacho's turn to do some
Zacho.
Fan 5. Zacho.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
We'll talk Vikings in a little bit in Vikings news, but for now, the Minnesota Wild hope to end a 3-game losing streak tonight at Madison Square Garden as they take on the Rangers. The Wild suffered a 2-1 overtime loss to the Philadelphia Flyers on Saturday with former Stillwater Pony and Initials game participant Noah Cates scoring the game-winning goal for the Flyers. The game is at 6 o'clock. Puck drop right here on the Fan. You can tune in on the iHeartRadio app as well.
Bitchin'.
Bitchin', man.
Let's go.
The Minnesota Timberwolves wrapped up their preseason
that's
with a
great.
126-110 defeat to the Philadelphia Flyers on Friday. Make that the 76ers.
I was just going to say that would have been a hell of a game.
But to be fair, he's doing sports in my spot, so
Yes.
mistakes are to be made.
Yes, they are going to get made.
Yeah.
Leonard Miller, whoever that is, had 21 points.
He's a shop teacher.
Pretty much, might as well have been. Most of the team's regular rotation players sat out the game on Friday, but they will begin their regular season Wednesday night on the road in Portland against the Trailblazers, which you can hear on the Timberwolves channel. The Wolves are 3.5-point favorites to start the season, Maxo.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, Maxo, can I ask you a question? Play this
yeah.
soundbite before you talk about it?
Let's do it.
Because I don't know what this means, but Ant was talking about what he learned in the offseason.
I think it's going to help me a lot because it's easier to see everything when
He's talking about spotting up.
I think it's going to help me a lot because it's easier to see everything when I'm in the post. But it's not going to change, my volume of threes and off the dribble threes and stuff. I'm still going to be getting to that at a high level. But just when the game slow down and we need to get to a comfortable spot, that's when I'm probably going to be playing with my back to the basket.
Is it what's that mean?
He's basically just talking about being better off ball, putting himself in better positions to score the basketball. It's actually really interesting. Double T was just talking about this over the weekend on In the Zone, saying that that's the next step for Anthony Edwards. He was putting him in the same category as people like Michael Jordan, like Kobe Bryant. He was saying that's how they evolved their game, is just putting yourself in the best possible position to score. Like, instead of, say, Ant dribbling the ball at the top of the key, right, where he has to go through 2, maybe even 3 or 4 different people, kind of putting himself in a better position off ball. So he just really only has to go up against one guy one-on-one, basically, or puts himself in a better position to make a play for his other teammates as well. Because that was kind of the problem. That's kind of been the problem for the Wolves. When the worst version of themselves is when they're basically just playing one-on-one basketball. And Anthony Edwards is just kind of talking about putting himself in better positions when he's off the ball for himself and his teammates.
Maxo, question
up,
for
man?
you. we all know that he's the number one player, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of the best in the league. We get that. Everybody's bound to have an off day. If he has an off day, and even if he doesn't have an off day, I guess the question is, who's his complement this year? Like, who can we rely on to be the leading scorer if he's having an off day, or if he's still on one? Like, they can contribute in big ways, not just like 8-10 points, but like, who's our number 2A and 2B?
It's going to have to be Julius Randle and the combination of Naz Reid and, I mean, probably Terrence Shannon Jr., who's taken up a way bigger role this year because we have Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He went off to Atlanta, got paid. Atlanta's probably going to be a really good team this year. But Nickeil Alexander-Walker was arguably the second most consistent player on the Timberwolves last season. He played sixth man of the year during the regular season. So it's going to have to be Julius Randle, who hopefully, I mean, obviously is he's here for it's a more consistent kind of picture for him, right? Last year was super tumultuous. He got traded right before the season started. He's going from the Big Apple, New York, to a completely different environment in Minneapolis, albeit according to him, obviously a more positive environment for him. So we're going to have to rely on the continuity because they didn't make any big splashes during the summer. They're going to have to rely on the continuity, and it's going to have to be a guy like Julius Randle who seemed to get in a rhythm there towards the end of the playoffs.
It's interesting because Ant actually talked about this being a different year, starting the year, because he knows his teammates.
I think last year we started, Julius them didn't even get to come to the dinner. So, yeah, it's definitely different. Like, me and Julius been working on our two-man game. Dante's getting super comfortable with us. They really know the offense now, all the next action stuff. So, different lineups that we throwing out there. So, it's going to be fun.
So there you go.
Their over-under for wins is 48.5.
Out of how many games?
82?
It's a test, and you passed it.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people are going to go to the game.
I'd take the over.
The Vikings game on Thursday night, and then the Lakers Timberwolves game on Friday night.
Yeah.
Well, they'd love to, but they'll be in Vegas with the Power Trip Morning Show.
Which
So we'll be watching it.
As Hawk said, we can watch it at 7 o'clock.
We're going to watch it at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Down at Dude's Sports Bar.
Tom's Watch Bar.
That's the one.
Yeah. Which now
That was
has,
a test, and you passed that. That's 2 for 2, guys. Well done.
which now has apparently bottomless mimosas till 2:30.
And we're going to have bottomless morning show guys, too. Because I'm going to wear no pants that night.
That's hot.
Thank you.
We are headed to a Game 7 in the ALCS after Toronto defeated Seattle 6-2 at Rogers Center last night. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit his 6th homer of the postseason on a solo shot in the 5th inning. The Seahawks. I'm sorry, that's Seahawks.
I'm sorry
My
now?
goodness. This chair.
That's the chair. Stand up and do it. Just stand up and do it. You'll be all right. Just stand up.
It's the Mariners, idiot.
The Mariners, yeah. You play your button
It's
bar.
the Mariners, idiot.
Oh, man, this sucks. This does suck. The meat sauce simulator over here is not fun.
Wow.
But, yes, the Blue Jays host the Mariners in Game 7 tonight on Fox.
For a chance to get beaten by the Dodgers.
Will there ever be a better game played than Shohei?
I mean, no.
That's incredible, man.
We won't see another player like him for another 50 years.
He's the best player of all time, and it's not close.
He might be the greatest athlete of our time. Forget baseball.
Yeah.
He's in a whole different conversation at this point.
This is the end of the Dodgers game where they won to go to the World Series after Ohtani did what nobody had ever done before.
High fly ball to right. Pages. He is there. He's got it. And the ball game is over. And the Los Angeles Dodgers have won the National League pennant. They sweep the Brewers. The greatest night of baseball by an individual player in the history of this game. Shohei Ohtani. 3 homers. And a victory on the mound with 10 strikeouts.
In the history of this game means something.
In a closeout game.
And when you're talking about baseball.
They have stats all the way back to when slavery was a thing.
Right. And he was better than all of those guys.
But even think about who they were all playing against. Back in the day, it's like, okay, it wasn't that high a level of talent around the entire diamond, and he does that. Oh, man.
He's the best.
Babe Ruth was playing against longshoremen.
Yeah. He was good. I liked old Long. He was a good guy.
Favorite player. But also, with that team, it's stacked, obviously. Mookie Betts plays shortstop for the Dodgers. He's one of the best players in the last 50 years, and he's forgotten because of how good Shohei Ohtani is. It's unbelievable.
That team is stacked. And all of those guys are forgotten because it's all about Shohei.
And I saw a story yesterday that they are the favorites to land, I think it's Kyle Tucker, who I think plays for the Cubs or somebody. Doesn't matter. He's like the best free agent on the market next offseason, and they're the favorites to land him. No, the Twins won't do anything. Don't even go to that. Team sucks.
Don't get them fired up.
I'll tell you what, they say money doesn't buy happiness, but in that clip, I heard a lot of happiness.
I think the Dodgers should cut $30 million off the payroll.
Well, here's the thing, and you talk about the next offseason free agent. 2027 is going to be a lockout for the ages. I don't think we're going to have an MLB season.
Awesome. Can we do that for the NBA? Hey, real quick, guys. I'm sorry I spoke out loud. You know what I mean? I thought that. Normally I would have kept that inside. Quickly, I saw this yesterday. Ben, check this out.
What's that?
I'm driving down the road in a Home Depot truck. Long story, never mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
It got weird.
The guy in front of me was driving along, and he had a Minnesota Wild license plate. And on that license plate, it said Kirill. Now, it was not a Maserati, so it was not Kirill Kaprizov, right? And I thought to myself, that dude has a license plate that says Kirill. He's a huge Wild fan. What if Kirill hadn't signed with the Wild?
Yeah.
There were a lot of people who
Isn't
took
that
that
something?
gamble.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand being a huge fan of any person, right? But to make them your license plate, you better hope they don't go to a different team or do something terrible.
I know someone very close personally
it's not a
that
tattoo.
has a Kirill Minnesota license plate that got it last year.
I bet it was this dude.
Yeah.
Well, you can't have two.
I hope he wasn't in Maple Grove.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
What's wrong with
dog?
the MG, bro?
Yeah. Bro.
He wasn't in.
Is that tripping?
I know he wasn't in Maple Grove, so if his car was in Maple Grove, that would have been a bad thing.
Well, he might have been a thief, is what he's saying.
Maybe he's helping Hawk with his TV.
Nobody helped me with my
Nobody
TV.
helped him.
Nobody. Not even the guy at Home Depot.
No, he hates me.
Well, I know it's not the same thing, but isn't the way that these jerseys are so expensive? Isn't it more expensive to buy a jersey than to get a personalized license plate?
I bet it is. It's got to be close, right?
I think there's like an NBA bit. Maybe it's through American Express where if you buy that jersey and they get traded, you can trade it in for their new jersey. I think that used
Unless
to be,
you order it online.
Yeah, the state.
And it's coming in real cheap.
You know what I always see too, guys, is like you know how I go on Vikings.com and buy clothing because when it goes on sale, it's cool. You get really good deals. They always have like autographed helmets, and they have autographed Josh Dobbs helmets on there.
Yeah,
come on.
And and it's like, and I wonder like, what's going to happen to that helmet?
Were they football helmets or astronaut helmets?
Well played. Yeah, no, but like, what's going to happen with that autographed Josh Dobbs helmet?
Well, if you recall, Hawk, there was that one Christmas where Superstar gave us a bunch of footballs for players that no longer played for the Vikings.
He did. You're right. And
I think I got a Chris Cook football.
I have one.
I'm not kidding. Yes.
I still have mine.
Yeah.
I still have mine.
Yeah.
This is not a joke, guys. Neither of us, Star nor myself, nor any of us, have any idea who signed the football.
Yeah, he showed up.
It's a name that you can't read without a number. No idea who it is.
He showed up with like 4 footballs, gave one to Hawk, gave one to Corey, gave one to me. And we're like, thanks, Star. And then Hawk looked at us and was like, who is
this? And he also gave me a jersey.
Yeah.
I think it was just a nondescript generic Vikings jersey, which I was glad to have, but it was 4X.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's like when he was the Concordia weight coach, and he would just give us all this gear, and it was like 8XL. Great fit.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this as a blanket.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. We're digressing. Thank you. That was sports. Thank you, Zacho.
Yeah, thank you, Zacho.
Thanks, Zacho.
Yeah, back into Vikings football when we come back, and we have to talk maybe a little bit about that Gopher football game a little bit too, because man, that was fun. And they play Iowa this week. Big game against Iowa this week in Iowa. Isn't Iowa where they wave at the little babies in the hospital? Is that right? Oh, I love that, man.
Yeah.
So there you go. Much to get to. We'll talk to Ben Lieber and Mike Mussman about your Minnesota Vikings and how we can win this game on Thursday. Patrick Morning Show, 7:38 on the Fan.
Tip off the Wolves home opener this Sunday with Meat Sauce. Join Sauce at Kieran's Irish Pub from 3 to 5 for a Sunday bucket slam. Enjoy specials on Kona and Michelob Ultra buckets. And register for your chance to win signed Tim Rolls prizes. Full details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
It's like this. I love Kona. It's good. It's good beer, man. Welcome back to Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. It is now officially 7:44. And I know when you tune into the Power Trip Morning Show at around 7:40, you're expecting Vikings news. And we will not disappoint you.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip. Presented by
Redco.
Your truck accessories pro.
In case you're wondering who got hurt yesterday, if anybody did, here's KOC after the game.
Injury updates, just Zay Scott and CJ Ham. Zay Scott had a right wrist and CJ had a left hand. Those guys will be evaluated here, currently going on right now.
So there you go. Relatively healthy as we leave.
Oh, man. Poor CJ.
I know.
Just came back from injury.
Yeah. Being evaluated. We'll find out more about that today, I'm sure. Yesterday, story of the game. Well, there's a few stories. One of them is field goals instead of TDs. And here KOC talks about that.
We did not do enough to put the ball in the end zone offensively with our multiple trips down to the red zone. Pretty explosive kind of competitive day moving the ball. But we've got to find, we basically, had a better day on third down, third, fourth down, 50%. Gave ourselves a chance for points, but we weren't able to overcome kind of the fact that they win the turnover battle 2-0. We did that 2 weeks ago, and I told our team that is rare and not a formula, to win games consistently. And showed up again today, and was very unfortunate.
The 5 field goals. You're not going to win a lot of games if you're doing that. You can't score touchdowns. You just get the one touchdown there with Mason. But the penalties and just stupid things that we would do to hurt ourselves. And then also to have, come on. Hawkinson, that was a catch.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All the way around, it was a catch. Even if the ball bobbled, it never hit the ground. I was looking at multiple angles, that they were showing us there at US Bank Stadium. I'm like, okay, did he, when he finally got control of the ball, did a foot go out of bounds or something? He wasn't even that close to the boundary. That was such a catch. The Blake Brandel, the hold, that was a terrible call.
Yeah, horrible.
So there were some things that were going up against us, but that was a game where if you're going to kick 5 field goals and you're not going to protect your quarterback all that well, you're not going to win a lot of games.
No.
Plus, like you said, the pick 6 too. That's not helping the turnover thing, but man, it was a tough game where it was like, we are still in this. How?
Hello. I know. Well, the thing is, we kind of talked about this about an hour ago, but it's time to revisit it. There is context and a story behind those quote unquote red zone failures. You just mentioned 2 of them. We have the Jordan Mason score that obviously counts for us. We have the hold on a touchdown pass, which was a bogus holding call.
Absolutely.
And Brian O'Neill had every right to go to bat for his teammate on explaining to the refs what happened on that play and why that's not considered holding. That's not holding.
Right. The guy fell down.
Knocking his hand down and his momentum is going down because you knocked his arm off your body. That's not a hold. And even though his left hand was on his jersey, it wasn't outside the frame of his shoulder pad, and he did not pull him down with his left hand either.
Nope,
so
he did not.
There's not an element to that holding call that's a hold at all, point blank. So we got screwed on that one. So now we've got another successful red zone try, and then the Hawkinson catch, no catch. It was a catch. And the thing that drives me crazy about it is if in the first quarter and the ball skips off the ground where the hands are on the outside of the football.
With Smith, you're talking about?
Yeah, and it skips off the ground and then he cradles it. And they deem that a catch after they reviewed it. And then they look at Hawkinson's where his hands are underneath the football and comes in contact with the ground. But the ground doesn't aid him in catching the football. And they're going to say that's incomplete. There's no consistency. I'm fine either way. If you take off, obviously one was a touchdown and one was just for a first down, so it's different. But if that's deemed a catch, now we have 3 red zone tries that are successful.
Right.
The other one in the first quarter, in the first series, we're on the 19-yard line, and the ball gets snapped over Carson's head, and we lose 20-some yards on that play.
Yeah, 22, yeah.
So that's another quote-unquote red zone try that's not successful. So there are elements into those stats that tell me that, like, we didn't play as bad in the red zone as one might think when you're looking at the stat sheet. 2 of those 2 touchdowns were taken away from us. So this game shouldn't have been finished the way it was. We should not have lost that football game. And, I'm not blaming the refs, but the refs and New York, because that's what it sounds like. Yep. According to Hawkinson on the field, 2 referees on the field said, yes, that's a good catch. New York overruled it.
Yeah.
That's a situation where the referees played a part in this game. And, butterfly effect, especially with the one in the holding call. Who knows what happens with the game after that? I don't know. But that should be a touchdown.
Yeah, 100% it should be a touchdown, especially as you just said, and Hawkinson said, he says those 2 guys told him it was a touchdown. If they come back and they overruled it, if that's called an incomplete pass on the play and then they review it, and they go, yeah, it holds up. You can see it, right? There's like moments of it. But when they call it a catch on the field and then they buzz in and go, nah, it's not a catch. That's ridiculous. That's a catch.
Well, the thing is, I will say that I like the standard that we're in now, where every potential touchdown, you automatically call it a touchdown. Because every touchdown is going to get reviewed.
Yeah.
So if that is called an incomplete pass, and then, in all fairness, because we're going to be on the other side of this at some point in time, that if you're on the other side of that, I'd be complaining as an Eagles fan that I'm like, look, we saw one replay. Now we have to use a challenge flag on this, or vice versa. Yeah. Like if it's incomplete, now we have to use the challenge flag on this. So I think the idea and the protocol for any one of these questionable catches in the end zone just automatically being called a touchdown, I'm fine with that, because that means you automatically get a replay. You get a challenge, whether you have to throw the red flag or not.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm fine with that. But if you're going to review it, just be consistent.
Yeah.
That's my complaint.
Well, and a lot of people were saying that, they call that an incomplete pass, right? After they don't call it a touchdown. There was the people that used the example they used is a couple weeks ago. Travis Kelce basically catches it off the ground.
He traps it.
Yes. And they call it a catch, right? Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous,
well,
right?
There's a little
Chiefs, though. Yeah, but the favoritism is unbelievable in some of these games.
And that's the thing that drives me crazy too, is that if New York is supposed to be the overarching arbiter of all of this, they're supposed to be the absolute neutral party in all of this, that all of these are being fed to them, and they're supposed to be making the call. They're taking it off the ref's hands in the game. Fine. Again, be consistent.
Yeah.
We're all watching the same games. Whether you're a Chiefs fan or not, Vikings fans, as just football fans, are watching that Kelce play.
Right.
And you're like, well, how's that a catch?
Correct.
And then all of a sudden you keep that in your memory bank, and then you have the play that we had yesterday, and like, how is that not a touchdown?
Right.
I don't explain it to me.
Never touch the ground.
Correct.
I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know. Here is Carson Wentz. Spent some time talking to the media yesterday, and he talked about the pick 6 that he threw.
Got to see the tape a little bit. Not fully sure. That guy kind of surprised me where he ended up. Obviously, don't throw it right to his chest. That would be great. But yeah, I think they had a good call. I think I got to be better and just progress, or quite frankly, just take the sack there in that scenario and not try and. I saw the guy at the last second as I was releasing the ball, and then I was looking up at the scoreboard, seeing him run. Not a good feeling. I got to be better. I got to be better in that situation, not try and force it. The guy made a good play.
Ben, before you comment on that, just when he makes that comment and says, he wasn't where I expected him to be. I didn't think he was going to be there. Man, what a tough thing. It's almost, in a lot of ways, I know this is kind of a stretch, but you'll get what I'm saying. You got to decide you're going to swing at the pitch even just at the second the guy throws the ball. Right?
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Correct.
And for him, part of being a quarterback has got to be throwing the ball to the spot where you think the receiver is going to be, because that's what the defense is showing you. And if the guy just happens to be there because they make the right call or the guy guesses correctly, you're going to have that happen from time to time, right?
Well, and here's the other layer to all of that. Let's just say they were in the right coverage and all this other stuff, and Carson just missed the fact that there's going to be a hook defender there, and dang it, like I thought it was one coverage and they played another, and I didn't expect him there based on the leverage that Justin had. He was going against. I knew he was going to win there. I knew I was going to have this sort of inside glance ball that's going to be a quick 3-step. I knew the timing of this play, blah, 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 right? That's fine. You can learn from that. Here's also what happens sometimes, and this is where I think like the PFFs of the world get it wrong, is sometimes players, they make mistakes too. What if that guy wasn't supposed to be there and he made a mistake?
Huh.
And it's like, well, what coverage are they in? Well, God, that guy was actually supposed to be doing something else, and he kind of just lucked into that because he got flat-footed, and maybe he got fooled and ended up being in the right spot at the right time. I can't even tell you how often that happens. I've been a part of that. I've had sacks where I wasn't supposed to be blitzing.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And then somebody will watch the film and be like, oh, they ran a delayed blitz here. That's built in their call. No, it wasn't. I just went cowboy because I saw something else. I mean, that happens more often than not. Like, I've talked to coaches both at the college level and the pro level. Like, sometimes like you're not 100% sure why that defensive play was successful with that coverage, because you're like, I can't tell if that's cover 6, a combination coverage, or they just messed up a cover 4.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to watch so many plays, so many of the same types of tendencies, same down and distance, because you're like, okay, that could just be a complete anomaly because that guy played the wrong play.
Wow.
And we see coverage busts all the time. Sometimes they're not busts. Sometimes they're actually successful plays.
Wow,
and they're
man.
positive.
That's really interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Here's Carson Wentz on getting ready for Thursday's game. It's a quick turnaround.
Recovery starts immediately. Right when you get off this podium, I'll be icing. Guys will be taking care of their bodies. We'll be in quick tomorrow. Throwing in a game plan as quick as you can. We're not the only ones doing it. Obviously, they got a short week too. So, quite frankly, never been a huge fan of the Thursday night games for this reason. But it's kind of just is what it is, part of the business.
Yeah, it's never going to change because there's so much money involved, but that is tough. Man.
Yeah. Especially
going to California from Minnesota.
2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Especially
that's right.
2 years in a row. They did it last year.
Oh, that's right, because this is the game that Darisaw got hurt in.
Correct.
A Thursday night game on a short week. Oh, crap, man. Yeah.
Ridiculous. They always travel.
I know. I get it. But he's right. I mean, you just got to deal with it. They're dealing with it too. Yes, we got to get on a plane on Wednesday, and we're going to lose a few hours of physical recovery and mental preparation. But it is what it is, man. Like, didn't the Rams? Did I hear this correctly? Didn't the Rams fly into that London game the day before?
Yes,
that's what I heard.
Oh wow,
they kicked the crap out of them.
Yeah,
and they came out and they throttled the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Throttled. That's the best team in the NFC.
The Jaguars looked like the Jaguars again.
Yeah,
all of a sudden.
Yeah.
After
Stafford threw 5 touchdowns and didn't throw for 200 yards.
Yeah.
Well, because 3 of the touchdowns he threw to.
Weren't they a yard or 2?
Yeah, they were.
Devontae Adams?
Yeah, thank you. There was not one of those throws that was more than 2 yards.
Incredible.
For those touchdowns, those 3 touchdowns.
Well, then the Chargers get run over by maybe the best team in the NFL. The Indianapolis Colts put up 38 points on a good defense. Did we know they were a
sleeping giant?
No.
Did we know they were a quarterback away?
Well, Jonathan
Where did
Taylor's
this come from?
Jonathan Taylor's having a career year.
He's having an MVP
He's
year.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all the way
I
back.
think he has 7 touchdowns in his last 2 or 3 games.
He needs to be, and we all complain about the same thing. Every MVP and every Heisman and all this other stuff, it's all quarterback driven, and some unbelievable performances on other positions get negated. Taylor's season right now, he should be top 2, 3 of MVP voting right now.
And I'm not one to stir the pot. You know what else they've done really well? They've drafted really well. Tyler Warren, the tight end they got out of Penn State, is a monster. He's the next Sam Laporta. He is a monster. 4 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown. He's always open, and he's everywhere on the field. And that was, I think, their 14th overall pick. I think they swung and hit a home run with that kid.
What about Richardson?
Well, there is that. Yeah. Good rebuttal. Yeah.
That's a good rebuttal. Yeah. Man, and Daniel Jones, I mean, everybody's already said enough. What are you going to say? I don't give up on a kid, I guess, right?
No.
Don't give up on a kid.
Well, also might be where he was.
True that.
I know that's the thing. We're obviously still in an experimental phase right now with our quarterback, and we still don't know what we have. But I think with some of these resurgence of these players, some of these players having great kind of quote unquote second halves of their career, does it make more sense if you're a franchise that's looking for a quarterback to just pay a guy a prove it deal, and then you may have to pay out your wazoo to keep him, but you know that you're going to get a guy that you can rely on, and he's been proven now, and he's a true vet, and you don't have to go through those growing pains. There might be some validity to that.
The 2026 starting quarterback for your Minnesota Vikings, Mac Jones.
What? What? Oh, you're saying next season?
You're saying that you're giving up on JJ already.
Done with McCarthy.
I'm just saying that's an answer. There's your answer right there. He's had a massive resurgence in a similar offense that we run here and a similar coaching style that we run here. Just saying. They're 5-2 with him.
You're right. You're gonna.
Carson Wentz will be gone.
But you're giving up on our
I'm just saying.
I think Max has a better chance at starting quarterback in 2026.
Max Fuller?
Thanks, man.
Wow.
I've been working on my arm. I got a 6 spiral, brother.
Are you a dual threat?
He can spin it.
Why do you say that?
What
made you assume that?
15 paces.
I'm a pocket passer, Zacho. Thanks a lot.
15 passes.
You're a pocket passer? Oh, passer. Okay.
Wow. You heard what he said.
You know your boy not passing on the pocket.
Yeah. You bought one online.
I did. I can't believe you're giving up on JJ already.
I'm just saying.
No, you're not.
But
we know what you're saying.
That's to your thing.
We know what you're saying. You're saying that you give up on JJ.
That's a guy that's failed. He was horrific in New England.
JJ was?
He was bad in Jacksonville, and then he found his groove. And also, though, San Francisco, anybody can play quarterback for that team and be good.
You keep saying that, don't you?
So what is it?
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
So is he good or not?
He's great. I think he'll be the starting quarterback. He'll be the starting quarterback here next year.
What if JJ finds
Jones? McCarthy, you're giving up on him.
Don't give up
Mac
on
Jones.
him. Wow. Why are you giving up?
Why are you doing that?
Do you want JJ on Thursday, or do you?
Yeah, they should start him on Thursday. Yeah.
You think so?
Because we got to see what we have.
Bad?
It's the example I used a couple hours ago. The Giants lost in one of the worst games ever, but they have a franchise quarterback.
Hey, can I tell you? We all know what you have is a bad attitude.
I do not.
You have a bad attitude and a quick hook is what you've got.
Well, I have pierogi's disease.
Yeah, I can tell. You're like a banana downstairs, but it's bent weirdly, like at a 90-degree angle.
Thank you, Ben.
You have a bent banana.
Yeah, well,
crooked carrot.
It's too short to be bent.
And let me tell you what else. It looks like it's spoiled rotten.
Oh,
it's a weird.
It's like a rotten banana.
It looks like a rotten banana. It looks like, and you know what? It's the same consistency as a rotten banana. It's kind of mushy.
Yeah.
What? I don't know.
Start making banana bread instead.
You got a weird wiener is what I'm trying to tell you. We're all getting complaints about it.
Why?
Because we put your wife on the Power Trip text chain.
She's on there.
She is now.
She's complaining about it to everybody.
I must not have her number saved.
All right, Power Trip More Show. We'll get back right after this. Max will do Fan 5 after this on the Fan.
The Fan.